It's the NFL on EA Sports.
And coming up next, it's a cross-conference showdown. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Green Bay Packers
On Thursday night primetime.
It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheese heads on and have filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And here we go from Lambeau. Jaden Reed to return this. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. Bringing them out, someone who wowed last year in his first chance as a starter, Jordan Love.
For 3 years, well, we waited on Jordan Love. He got to watch one of the greats do it in Aaron Rodgers, and it wasn't until last year they finally gave him the keys. Well, and the wait was worth it. He put on a show a season ago. 32 touchdowns, just 11 interceptions in a year that nobody anticipated the Packers, and so many of their young players could grow and emerge into a playoff team. They did just that. Nobody questioned Jordan Love's physical traits. It was the accuracy. It was the anticipation. It was the nuance to play in the position. He answered all of those and more with the breakout season a year ago.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Takes the handoff, now Love. He's going deep this time. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Target that time, Jaden Reed. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Play fake, it's Love. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there, and it'll be first down Packers.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Sure, a whole lot of noise to sort through up the middle, but by the time he figured everything out, he was able to hit them for a decent gain.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Love. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he's able to get this down to the 36. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first one it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
First down throw, here's Love. Finds his man, it's Kraft. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Running on first here with Jacobs. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought down that time by Kendall Fuller. Second and 6 coming up here. Going run again with Jacobs. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Escapes out to... Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Jacobs gets it on the draw. And the struggle's seeping into the ground game now as he's held up at the line.
That's pretty much textbook defense right there and how to stop a draw play. Guys near the line, keeping their eyes in the backfield, and then you collapsed all running lanes as soon as he got the ball.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Love out of the shotgun. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
On for the field goal now. Here's Brandon McManus. This is from 35 out on the left hash. The kick by Folk is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
On now is McManus to kick this away. D. Eskridge to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Dolphins as they get set for their debut series. They'll be led out by the 5th-year lefty out of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
You know, Kay, we talk a lot about quarterbacks in fits, and I love this scheme. Mike McDaniel's scheme for Tua, and it's peanut butter and jelly. It's why they led the NFL in passing yards, and most importantly for Tua last year, was he was available. That availability is so critical. Now, he's just got to find his first playoff win.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Tua off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss.
Well, a couple things here, Kate. Either the play-action pass needs to develop a lot quicker as this game goes on, or they need to put it on the shelf for a while. Far too slow on that snap. Didn't fool anybody defensively, and they get to him for the first sack of this game.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Only a yard that time. It forces 4th and 1. it's Jake Bailey who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Packers will take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing, Love. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on 1st down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun now for Love. This one taken in by Kraft. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Love on 3rd and short. That's complete to Reed, out left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Stopped by Chop Robinson. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, in the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that in the 1st down play.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down. They've got a man in motion. Throwing off the play fake here. He's taken down. The Dolphins rush gets home. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. If they get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Going play action. Tagovailoa. Hits his target. That's Durham Smythe. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Beckham, the motion man here. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game.
Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still second down.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down. Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa. That's caught for the first. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Here's Tua again. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And they were on him from the start. He's brought down for a massive loss. Now after that snap, there's an injured Dolphin still out there. So we're going to get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. Offense to the line for second down. Here's Achane up the middle. And they'll get it down for a solid gain to about the 37. So 5 yards there, but still one in the hole. It's 3rd and 11. Tua now from the gun. He's going to push one deep down the right. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Jake Bailey on the punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Gets this one to Watson. He's got a gain of 6 there. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shot Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. It's Kader Kohu up to make that play. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on second down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled, well, for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
The Packers send out their punting unit. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. Fielded at his own 48. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it'll be Dolphins football. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Out of the shotgun, a give to A.J. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They run the counter to H.N. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Javon Bullard bringing that play to an end. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing third and long.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up the defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on third. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Keyshawn Nixon returning this for the Packers. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Secures this at the 17. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And it'll be their football. First and 10 now from the 30. Love now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Christian Watson that time. So that brings up second down. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing his love on third. Then he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up fourth down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Again, Daniel Whelan heading out for another punt. Washington deep to return. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. Fields this clean at the 30. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Tagovailoa. Able to find Achane. And as he goes out of bounds, we've got a flag on the play, likely against the defense. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit.
Automatic 1st down.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now Tagovailoa to throw. He's got Smith. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Motion man sent left. Tagovailoa off the play fake. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Achane on the inside give. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 2nd down.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Has it, man. It's Achane. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
4th down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Aubrey puts it through. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Sanders all set to send it away. On the return, here comes Reed. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Javon Holland there to make the stop. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Love out of the shotgun. He's got Watson. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10 from the 41. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. We'll cobble together a yard there. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
It's plays like that, Kate, that I'm happy I'm the color analyst and you and your spotter are doing play-by-play. Because that was a massive humanity, a whole bunch of bodies to sort through for 1 yard.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Misfire there, couldn't connect.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Love now to throw. This one taken in by Kraft. Rolling into enemy territory. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. The Packers with a chance to break this tie. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Love. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Love on 3rd and short. He's got a man left. And he gets this forward to the 19. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st down from the red zone. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
2nd and 10. Love trying again. Finds his man. It's Kraft. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Love to throw again. He brings it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Here's Love. Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Jacobs. And he's in for the touchdown. The Packers take the lead just before halftime. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is McManus to kick this away. Washington now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. First down, here's Tua. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Dump off caught by his back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 43. Escapes the pocket. He keeps it and takes off. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Jason Sanders leading the Dolphins field goal unit out. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And the deficit stays at 7.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
One last play before the break. Looking to throw. Throwing for the end zone. And the defender comes away with it. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. That's halftime here in Green Bay. The Cheeseheads with plenty to cheer about as their Packers had the lead. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. We just watched a solid first half from the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. On now is McManus to kick this away. Washington now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion here. They'll start the drive with Achane. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
New set of downs is not off to a real good start here, Kates. And I know every yard counts in this league, but that lone yard, it's not going to really change what they're thinking about doing here on 2nd down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Tua off the play fake. Trying for the deep ball. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he was able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Tua now from the gun. He's looking deep once again. That's grabbed inside the 30. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins tie things 10-10. Sanders all set to send it away. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Completes this one to Kraft. And he gets him around 6 there. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Handoff here to Jacobs. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. It's Kader Kohu up to make that play. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Play fake, it's Love. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Taken in by Dobbs. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Brought down that time by Kendall Fuller.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Love now. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers grab the lead on their first series of the half. Christian Watson with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is McManus to kick this away. Eskridge on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Has his man, it's Smythe. Decent gain here, but short of the first. So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they try to power right forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Sometimes it's not about flash and sizzle, Kate. Sometimes it's about old school football. Give your fullback the ball, and he's going to go get you a couple yards.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 39. Called in by Waddle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Third and a lone yard coming up. Trying to pick it up here with A.J. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
How many times, Kate, how many times do we sit in these meetings and the coaches will tell us the same thing? We win this game. We win these situations Monday to Saturday. That was awesome. That was short yardage recognition of that run, and they demolished it.
Punt team on the field. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. It's fielded at the 14. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Jacobs running behind center. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Love out of the shotgun. That finds Jacobs complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Punting unit out now. He's got it at the 24. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. Terrific return here, 24 yards. And they're going to take over possession. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And they had that one contained right at the line. Jair Alexander with the stop. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. On target to Waddle. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. come. This is 3rd and 5. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They'll send out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Packers will take over possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Jacobs with it. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st down throw, here's Love. Short pass brought in.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's Love to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Hey, listen, drops happen in football, even from the best at every level. Nothing more to do but shake it off and move forward, because the next throw might be right back your way.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Love to throw again. That's cut for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Thrown on 1st down, Love. He's got Watson. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Jacobs. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. 1st down play, nets and 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. The Packers with it. They have the lead late, but this game is close. way to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 19. This one taken in by Kraft. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They'll run. Jacobs. Punches it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Now his 2nd rushing score this game could not have come at a better time, Brock, as it adds some valuable points to that lead.
You know, this is something I can't really define, Kate, but it's just a feel. Passing touchdowns are great, but what rushing touchdowns do, especially to your defense, is they just fuel them. It empowers them to go out and play, and now they'll get to do so with a bigger lead.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers double their lead to 14. On now is McManus to kick this away. Eskridge on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
You know, okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Tua off the play fake. Into the hands of OBJ. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Achane, a 1st down carry. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Tua now from the gun. He lets one fly deep downfield. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. This one intended for the running back. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They go play action with Tagovailoa. He has the 1st over the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. He picks up 28 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
They send a man in motion. 1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. He's on the move. Now he takes it.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Second and 6 coming up here. Tagovailoa now against the blitz. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it's third down now.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. Now a toss play for Achane. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up second and 6.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Motioning him from the slot right. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on third down.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone. Mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
Throwing on third, Tagovailoa. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it's intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Takes the handoff, now Love. That's into the hands of Dobbs. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. Running on first here with Jacobs. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Love now to throw. Caught by Jacobs. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
The Dolphins with an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming. Love from the gun. Getting out to his left. He's running for it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They get 6 and a first down as well.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Love now. Hits him on the out route. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Here's Jacobs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. They go counter. It's Jacobs. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. They stick with Jacobs. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Second down now, 7 to go. Here's Love. Gets it to him on the screen. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
So often, one of the things you have to teach running backs at the NFL level, you don't always have to hit a home run. Especially in short yardage situations, just go get that single and move the chains.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. This finds Dobbs. And this one does not go far. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers feeling good with a 14-point advantage. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Love. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
On for the field goal now. Here's Brandon McManus. Already has 1 in this game, this from 30. The kick by Folk is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Eskridge on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
The challenge with so many sacks is it just disrupts everything in the rhythm and timing of your offense. All of these negative plays. Hey, this league and this game is hard enough when you're on schedule. All of these sacks set you behind the chains, and you've seen how disruptive it is for this offense.
Trying to find Jalen Waddle. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They put a receiver in motion right. Tagovailoa facing 3rd and long. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Packers pick it up! And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Hey, a normal old stop with 3rd down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from him literally in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
Chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Jacobs. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
So this is a Packers win. Well, Brock, when it comes down to it, never an easy task trying to knock off a team inside their own building, right? You really see them come out with just a different kind of energy.
It's what every player is told, dating back to your Pop Warner and high school days. Defend your home turf. When somebody comes in and tries to knock you off inside your own building, well, you need to have the fortitude, the guts, the resolve to fight back and go get those wins. What an energized locker room right now. It always is when you do your collective job successfully and you do it in your own house.
Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And away we go from Wisconsin. Jaden Reed to return this. Return's looking good so far. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
For 3 years, well, we waited on Jordan Love. He got to watch one of the greats do it in Aaron Rodgers, and it wasn't until last year they finally gave him the keys. Well, and the wait was worth it. He put on a show a season ago. 32 touchdowns, just 11 interceptions in a year that nobody anticipated the Packers and so many of their young players could grow and emerge into a playoff team. They did just that. Nobody questioned Jordan Love's physical traits. It was the accuracy. It was the anticipation. It was the nuance to play in the position. He answered all of those and more with the breakout season a year ago.
That play good for 17 and a first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. From the 42. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Watson with the catch. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 27. That's caught. Tucker Kraft. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
His drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Jacobs will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Again, it's Jacobs. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Packers finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming, allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. D.S. Griggs to return it. This return makes it up to the 25. So here come the Dolphins as they get set for their debut series. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua's early career, yeah, it was known for injuries. Maybe not being as durable and as available as you want in a top 10 pick. But the last few years, he's taken great strides to rewrite that narrative. Remember, this was a guy that rewrote the record books in Hawaii, won a national championship at Alabama, and nobody questioned the accuracy of that left arm. It was just the availability, well, that he's had to rewrite, and he's done a heck of a job.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Achane again. He breaks the tackle. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. On first down, here's Tagovailoa. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a pickup of 11. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Achane on the inside give. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You want to throw it into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Throw on third down. Taking a big shot for the... He's got it deep downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins finish off their opening drive. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to flow toward it. And that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
Jason Sanders to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Sanders all set to send it away. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Love. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Play fake, it's Love. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Javon Holland there to make the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. From the 31. That's incomplete left side. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
That just goes to show you can't take